Well, a very good Sunday afternoon to you watching KTN Weekend at 1. My name is Najma Ismail. Now, campaigns for the vacant Bonchari parliamentary seat came to a close yesterday as candidates threw in their final efforts to try and secure a place in parliament. IEBC is busy putting final touches ahead of voting that will take place tomorrow as politicians from CORD, Jubilee and other parties lobbied residents to give them a hearing. KTN's Fred Omulo is in Bonchari from where he brings us this story.
Nyanza's most competitive county in politics is once again in the grips of a contest, and all the big guns have pitched tent here to further their agenda. The MP that residents elected in 2013, Zebedeo Opore of Ford People, was unseated through a court petition that replaced him with Kanu's John Oyoka after 6 months, only for Opore to appeal and have a by-election proclaimed. Somehow ODM awarded their nomination to John Oyoka, pushing their candidate Charles Onyancha into wiper.
I have 5 locations, and I'm the only one accepted in all the locations. Everyone else is a sectional leader. So I'm very confident of winning by a landslide.
Well, I'm feeling top of things, considering what I've done with my team in the campaign. And actually, I'm very happy that Jubilee has come out very strongly to support me, and that is a boost for me and for the people of Bonchari. You know the people of Bonchari for a long time. I've been lacking development record for those who have been there before.
The contest has attracted the interest of powerful figures in both sides of the political divide, with a rejuvenated ODM sparing no effort as TNA and URP chose to campaign for the Ford People candidate.
I believe in Mheshimiwa as a leader who's astute, he's a leader who the people love, he's a leader who won this election, and the elections are not won through the courts.
The former Gusii party has been slowly reclaiming its space in Kisii County, and Jubilee is keen to identify with it.
Thing that could have gone wrong in Bonchari has already gone wrong in terms of education, in terms of employment and all that. And we actually think that this is the best time for Bonchari to have a new leader, a leader who will bring in change.
Other parties that have fielded candidates in the contest include KNC, KSC, DP and KLP. As a result, the IEBC is taking no chances and was punctual in its preparations this time to forestall any difficulties that may arise in the next 36 hours. This by-election is turning out to be the first true test of strength between the rejuvenated CORD coalition and the Jubilee administration. TNA's decision to immerse itself in Gusii politics and specifically the campaigns for this constituency are likely to shake up the popularity of CORD leader Raila Odinga in this region. Fred Omulo, KTN, Kisii County.
Well, we now join Fred Omulo via phone link. Good afternoon, Fred.
Good afternoon, Najma.
Now, today there will be the dispatching of the ballot papers. What other preparations are going on?
Well, the IEBC is currently putting the final touches to the dispatch process. The presiding officers for the different polling stations have been summoned to the tallying center, which will be at Itiero Boys here in Bonchari. They are about to start the process, which is going to begin at around 2:30, and they are basically targeting the 81 streams that are now in the 65 polling stations. They have a total of 39,000 registered voters, and going by previous by-elections, probably about 50-60% of these will turn up. Though the competition that has been witnessed here over the last 3 months signals that probably you could see a higher turnout than that in the elections.
And unfortunately, I have to ask you about this. How is the security ahead of the by-elections tomorrow?
Well, the security is basically normal. This part of Bonchari, this part of Kisii County is Bonchari that neighbors Homa Bay County, is pretty much a local town that you'd find in any other part of Kenya. You don't see too many policemen patrolling, and there haven't been many security scares here, apart from a few years ago when the Sungu militia used to rule the roost here. They are quite strong in this part of the county. They have coalesced around some candidates in this by-election, and I think they've sort of come to a pact, a peace pact. Yeah. So they're maintaining the peace, keeping the campaigns going, but they are avoiding any security scare that may attract the attention of the national security apparatus.
And how is the mood? Are maybe the supporters, are they, happy about tomorrow? Are they looking forward to go to the polls? Or people are just like, yeah, let it come and go?
There's a sense of weariness here because they've had 2 MPs in 1 year. It's really funny compared to other parts of the country. The first MP, Fort People's Zebedeo Opore, served 6 months. Yeah. And the court overturned his victory, gave it to John Oiro Oyoka, and then Opore appealed and the by-election was proclaimed. So both of them have served 6 months each. The CDF has basically stalled because of these court battles between these 2 candidates. There are a lot of intrigues, and Jubilee is deeply interested in seeing the 4 people candidate clinch this seat. CORD is deeply interested in seeing John Oyoka capture this seat. So there's intense competition right here. Actually, right now, I am at Segeta in Suneka. Suneka is the biggest township here.
Yeah.
And I'm at Segeta Boys. Right now, all the candidates have come here for a mass. There's a Catholic mass going on here, open air mass. And they're basically keeping the peace. They are avoiding campaigns, as today they're not supposed to be campaigning. I've seen all of them. They are all seated here. And the people have really come out in numbers just to hear what they might say, though they are not allowed to campaign today. Yesterday, the whole constituency was active from corner to corner, different teams campaigning in different places. So there's a real mood of, let's finish this off, have our MP, even if it's just for 3 years, let's get on with it.
Thank you very much. Fred Omulo there in Bonchari, and he will be giving us details in our subsequent bulletins. Now, we move on.